If you would like to know more about Lord Shri Krishna, please subscribe to our channel and do not forget to press the bell icon.
Shivji says at a place very nice thing. He says all gods, demigods, in Sanskrit he used the word upasniya hai. Upasniya means respect. They should be respected. But only one person is bhajaniya, is Krishna. Devotional service only should be done to Krishna. Rest all are upasniya. Upasniya karne yogya sab hai. But then also Bhagavatam says in the end that why do you go watering all the leaves? Water the roots. If you satisfy Krishna, automatically all the demigods will be satisfied because they get their power from Vishnu. They get their power from Vishnu. Whenever they basically disrespect Vaishnav or Vishnu, their power goes down and the Asuras come and take away their kingdom. Very simple. So Lord Shiva says this very clearly. And then he says, Parvati asked Lord Shiva, then who gives, if you are not the Supreme Personality of Godhead? She asked him, you are meditating. Whom are you meditating on? So actually Lord Shiva is meditating on Shankarshan. But that is too much details. Ram and Krishna. So he says, Mukti Pradata Sarvesham. Mukti Pradata, Mukti ko pradan karne wale, Sarvesham, to all. Mukti, the person who gives liberation, Pradata, giver, Sarvesham means all. Vishnur is Vishnu. Eva na. Eva means certainly. Na, not. Samasyaha in Sanskrit means doubt. There is certainly no doubt. That is Shivji's statement. Then he says, Shivji again, Hey Devi, what is the greatest upasana? Try to understand. He says, explaining, he says, there is Karm Kand, Gyan Kand, Upasana Kand. Then he says, Lord Shiva says to Durga, my dear Devi, although the Vedas mention worship of demigods, the worship of Lord Vishnu is topmost and is ultimately recommended. However, above the worship of Lord Vishnu is rendering of service to Vaishnavas who are dear to Lord Vishnu. That's why it is stated. If you feed one Vaishnava, it is like feeding 10,000 Brahmins. How many, Prabhu? It's equal to feeding 10,000 Brahmins. That is what has been stated in the Shastras. And that's why I'll just repeat for you the shloka also. Aradhananam sarvesham Vishnur aradhananam param. For all, the aradhana of Vishnu is param. Tasmat paratram devi tadiyanam samarchanam. Tadya means the thing which is connected. Vishnu, the worship. And who's connected to Vishnu? The devotee of Vishnu. His is greatest worship because he can give you Vishnu. See, try to understand. Be smart enough. He said, if you want to meet the president, whom should you go and contact? The Chamcha president, right? And you get through to the president. In the same way, why you have to go to the devotee? Because the Lord recognizes the devotee. So when the devotee sings, he sings Hare Krishna. He says Hare Krishna. Krishna recognizes that voice. He says, hey, I heard this somewhere. And now sometimes it happens, songs also. We don't sing songs who have been basically written by material karmi. We call them karmi people. No, we only sing songs which have been written by devotees. Why? What happens? I'm not a devotee, but I sing the song of a devotee. So immediately Lord says, oh, this song was sung by my devotee. Who's singing this? Let me see. So he sees you. But if you sing some song of some non materialistic person who's written for God also, no problem. He does not see because he never heard it before. I'm not interested, and you're not a devotee, so you can't connect to him. Is it not logic? It is not simple to understand this. We start thinking spirituality is something, it is something so great. And it is great, but it is simple also. The Lord is the simplest of all, is he not? He says, I am the simpler, for the simplest I am the simplest. For a cheat, I am the greatest cheater. Prabhupada used to say, if you want to cheat God, then the way he can cheat you, you are finished. You are finished. Because he'll cheat you through lives. Because he does not know to do such small things. You will cheat him this much. He says, I can't do this much. I'll cheat you infinite. You had it. So better not try it. Be honest, be clear. Because Krishna does not know how to give change. He does not know how to give change. He gives himself. What else can you desire? Tell me one thing. He gives himself. And when he gives himself, what you are looking out for Lakshmi ji, he automatically comes. Is it not right? So he says, Durga ji, you don't have to talk much because Durga ji is an expansion of Parvati ji. And Parvati is the wife of Shivji. So automatically Shivji controls Durga ji. So when Shivji is saying you worship Ram, then Durga ji ki to baat karne ki zarurat koi khas is not important. And our 20 hands actually, there are 20 pious activities in the Vedas which have been stated, which represent actually the 20 hands of Lord, to Mother Durga. And she, whom shall she kill? She killed the Asuras. Now, remind me tomorrow, not tomorrow, day after tomorrow, that I'll read out that 16th chapter, because I don't want to read it today or tomorrow, otherwise you'll not come back again. You'll be shocked that, my God, we never thought that Asura means this. Because I was also shocked, but I wanted to leave my Asura tendencies. So Durga means hands of Mother. Represent 20 pious activities actually. So Durga actually means Durg. Durga means what? Killa. It also means jail. So she is in charge of this killa. Actually, Vishnu gave all the in charge to Shivji. Hey Shivji, you take care of everything. From annihilation to maintenance to birth, everything you take care. Now Shivji can't refuse. So Shivji says, but I want to meditate. So he tells his wife, hey, you do everything for me. You do. Now Parvati says, I can't leave you. So she expands into Durga. And now Durga means actually a jailer. She is actually jailer of this jail. That is why this material world is called Devi Dham. So if you worship Durga ji, you will come back here only. Because she is in charge of this place. She's not in Kailash also, to be very honest. She is only here in the material world. She doesn't have any lok of her own. Her lok is this material. That's why this is called Devi Dham. Then there is Mahesh Dham, Lord Shiva, and then there is Hari Dham, that is Vaikuntha. That is how it has been categorized for you to understand. So she is, because Durga means Durgam, a place this is full of problems. So Brahma says that in Brahma Samhita, Durga is helping the Lord in running the universe. She is helping the Lord in running the universe. Indirectly, ho gaya na? Lord Shiva was ordered. Shiva ordered Parvati ji, hey, you do it. I have to meditate. I don't want to go into this. Then she says, oh, I'm stuck, but I don't want to leave you. So she expanded as Durga. So, in the same way, when Kali also, you see Kali ji putting her feet almost, she never touches the body of Lord Shiva. You see that Shivji, when she says, she becomes very angry, so you got that Shivji lying and Kali ji's feet is on, she doesn't touch it. Shivji knows that when I put myself in front of her, she will never cross me. Immediately, because when she sees me in front of the husband, the wife cannot act. She cannot become angry also. The moment she sees Shivji, her anger immediately becomes zero. And she says, oh my God, what am I doing? So she does not put the feet on Shivji. There is a gap. Vedas are very clearly talking about it. That's how Shivji knew that there is no other way to control her. Because sometimes the wife gets very annoyed. So Kali got annoyed with the Asuras very, very strongly, because they were working against Kali. Sorry, Kali, I am saying Kali.